Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Vancouver. I am once again off to the US to quickly go and pick up some mail. Well, some mail and some parcels. I've ordered myself a new super dehydrator because, as you know, I make a lot of biltong at home. So I've ordered myself a little bit of a bigger dehydrator that we can process a little bit more biltong at a time. Something a little fancier than my little cheapo. Not that my little El Cheapo has anything wrong with it. It works like a charm. It's just small, you know. We are limited to how much biltong we can make. And to be honest, we have a couple of ideas around it. I've got I got a mate out on the island that's thinking about setting up a little biltong shop, so we're buying this bigger dehydrator together so that he can also do his tests and get his stuff done and organize his get his paperwork in order so he can start making biltong to sell. David that lives on Gabriola Island, you all know him, or I've spoken about him before. Anyway, yeah, so the idea is he wants to set up a little biltong business over there and start selling biltong, which is a good idea. A lot less hassles than the brewery idea that we had. We are still working on that, but we're just not there yet, unfortunately. For the rest, sorry, it's been an absolutely crazy busy week. You know, once again, just when I think I have time to do stuff, suddenly there's a whole bunch of stuff that jumps out at me. So in the last week, I shipped out all of the Innovate Alberta books. What happened was my books were sent to the wrong address in Ontario to some charity. Luckily, the guy phoned me and we managed to intercept the shipment. So instead of sending it to Alberta, I had it come to Vancouver, and we basically just, I had to tape up all the boxes, sort it out, and I carried 3 pallets of books from the road up on the top down to the garage because the truck that came and did the delivery could not do the delivery into the garage. It was just not viable, I guess, is the word. So that was not ideal, but I did it, and then I had to retape all of the boxes, retape all of the books, and print out shipping labels. And then me and Belinda basically drove it all to either Purelator or UPS and shipped it out. I think it was like 200 and something boxes of books. That was a lot of books. I mean, I was like down and out for a day or two after that. All of that manual labor. But anyway, so we had that going on, and we've got 2 other books, Innovation Quebec and the NFT yearbook, that's basically being finished right now, and we had an issue with the cover on one, and it's just general life stuff, you know how it goes. But on the other hand, some of the good things that happened, we did manage to do the draw for the Biltong and Braai Club for the first prize winner. I actually have the package right here. I'm going to go drop it off at Purelator now. Jolie's won the $90 biltong hamper, which is absolutely brilliant. For those of you that are watching the video that's not, you know, we are on the BC Biltong and Braai Club. If you live in BC and you join the Biltong and Braai Club, we're going to do regular prizes and stuff like that. So, hey, it is it is what's going to be happening. So just go and join the Biltong and Braai Club. There's going to be plenty of prize money and, you know, little prizes, t-shirts and biltong hampers and stuff like that. What else is there? Oh, jeez, I've been taking Angelique for driving classes because she passed actually a while ago she passed her learners. So now she needs to learn how to drive, and we booked her for one of those things. It's just worth it. They've got these programs over here where you book the kids and it actually counts as an extra credit for them in school, and it also cuts the time that they have to wait to get their full license by 6 months. So and it includes like 10 driving lessons, and they do a whole course on, you know, yeah, it's quite a thing. And it works really well. Look, it's not cheap. I think it's like $2,000 or something. But hey, you get the 10 driving lessons. They they prep the kid, and they've got those cars with the 2 steering wheels. So Angelique's going for her first drive tomorrow with this guy, and I actually been taking her out for driving lessons up there at Park Royale on the top roof structure. In the evenings there's almost nobody there, so last night we went there again, and we've been there once before. So the idea is just to get her used to it, because I mean, she hasn't, we grew up on the farm and we always drove, but Angelique obviously doesn't have that kind of, she has driven a little bit before, but not a lot. So anyway, it's amazing how the kids grow up, man. It's nuts to think Connor is 4 months away from finishing with school. Angelique is about to start doing driving lessons, and one of these days soon she's going to be able to go and do her driver's license test. It's freaky, honestly. It's honestly freaky. It's yeah, the kids grow up so fast. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's been going on in our life. You guys must excuse if I use some editing in this video, because obviously this is a long drive and I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and sometimes I'm going to have to focus on other things, so I might not actually be, you know, it's no point in showing you while I'm driving and not talking. Anyway, so what will we talk about today? Last time we did the long drive, we spoke about life in Canada in general, and I thought, you know, we could just talk about it again. A lot of the things are just the same, but I think what I want to touch on today is more about, you know, how to enjoy your life in Canada. It's, you know, I think some of the things that we need to consider, and we kind of, I've spoken about it before, but we kind of forget. You know, when you move to a new country, I always explain it to my kids in this way. I'm like, you've got a pyramid in your head, you've got your mind pyramid, and there's always something that's at the top of that pyramid. It's the most important thought, it's the thing that you care about the most, you know. And it's and oftentimes what happens is when you hit that mind pyramid and you actually achieve that thing that you care about most, you forget about it. It moves away and something else takes its place. Now, something that definitely happens with immigrants is, like, you know, when we got here, we were super excited. We loved everything here, and we were like super thankful for the fact that we managed to get in here, and that we are now safe, and that we are now in a place where laws count and things like that. And that was amazing. But now we've been here for 3 years, and what's happening is a lot of that started to wear off. So now we're starting to, and it's normal human nature. I mean, it is what it is. You can look at any human anywhere, whether it's a refugee saved from a boat. In the beginning, they're super thankful, and then after a while, they start like going, okay, now I've forgotten all the crap that I've come from, and I'm starting to now want different things. It's just the way humans are. Anyway, long story short, that's kind of where we were at, and you just got to remind yourself sometimes, because it's like, you know, stuff just goes to that side naturally, automatically. But sometimes you just got to stop and remind yourself and be like, hey, hang on a second. Let me just think about the reasons why I'm here. And let me just think about all of the new concerns I have from the point of view of me 3 years ago. And then you realize that a lot of this is just nonsense. Look, not all of it. I mean, there are some concerns and there are some things, and I feel like it is everybody's duty to do and to watch out for and act to the benefit of the place that they call home. I mean, that is the whole point. You gotta, we now call Canada home. We love Canada, and we want to make Canada better. So there are things that we do need to consider, but at the same time, you also need to remember why you are here, and you need to remember what you are thankful for. And sometimes, we forget that. We get into these little ruts, these like normal routines, and you just do the same thing every day, and you're just like involved with the same things over and over, and you just create a habit, and before long it loses its value. So yeah, we actually started doing a little bit better now. I told you in the beginning of the year I started thinking like this. So me and Belinda went to the movies the other day, and we went up for that breakfast or brunch up there on Valentine's Day, and I went out to visit my friend Adrian at Porter Cove Park, and we're going to the island this weekend to visit Dave, and yeah, we're just going to start scheduling more and more of these things. That's what it's all about. I mean, we just got to get out there and enjoy and start looking at the positive side of life and not the negative side of life, and it really helps, I tell you that much. It's like things are different.